Hi friends, this is Claire with Sweet Bliss Yoga. Today I'd like to share with you some stretches and exercises to help you with your hands, your fingers, and your wrists. I know a lot of us work with our hands a lot. I know I do, and I tend to get achy, crampy sometimes. So if you have any pain or any discomfort in your hands and your wrists, your fingers, hopefully this video will help you. Let's start off by warming up our hands, just opening and closing, spreading your fingers wide. Rolling your wrists around one way, then the other. Let's shake it out. Sideways, and then you can go up and down. Help loosen those joints. Let's stretch our hands forward. Fingers are wide. Stretch, stretch. Keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. Remember to breathe. Now let's rotate our hands, fingers pointing down, slowly. Try to imagine pressing your hands up against a wall. Let's rotate them back up. Pressing forward. And rotating back down again. You might feel a little burning in your forearms. And release down, hands on your knees. You can shake it out. Roll your wrists both ways. Shaking, shaking, side to side, up and down. Loosening up those wrists and those hands. Now let's take our right hand out front. You're going to take your left hand and place your hand on your forefinger. Keeping your fingers spread wide, just gently press your finger back, feeling the stretch. Moving to your middle finger, gently pressing with your left fingers against your right middle finger. Moving to your ring finger. Don't press too hard, you don't want to hurt yourself, just gently stretching. And do your pinky. Keep your other fingers spread wide. And release that. You can open and close, shake it out. Let's go with the left hand now. Stretching your left hand forward. Take your right fingers and just pulling your ring finger back gently. Keeping the rest of your fingers spread wide. Moving to your middle finger. Your ring finger. Remember to keep your shoulders down during this exercise. Keeping your spine long. Moving to your pinky finger. And release. Shake it out. Now we're going to do a quick thumb stretch. If you place your thumbs against your rib cage, sitting up tall, and taking the rest of your fingers and just spreading them wide, pressing your thumbs into your rib cage, you should feel a really nice stretch in your thumbs. Release. Open and close. Rolling your wrists. You can flare your fingers while you roll your wrists, either way. Press your hands together, palms together in front of your heart, and your elbows straight out. Pressing your hands, press, press, press. Now rotate your fingers down towards your feet, gently. Keep pressing. You should feel the stretch change in your forearms and your wrists. Slowly point your fingers back up. Just breathing naturally while you do this. And gently pointing your fingers back down. And release. Now we're going to stretch our fingers horizontally. Take your left fingers in between your right forefinger and right middle finger, and you're going to use your left fingers to gently stretch open in between your fingers. Just breathe gently while you're doing this. Now let's move between the middle finger and the ring finger. This one's a little harder for me to get my fingers in there, but don't force it, just gently stretching in between the fingers. Now in between the ring finger and the pinky. Moving to the left hand, place your fingers in between the left middle finger and pointer finger, stretching. Now between the middle finger and the ring finger, gently stretching. Now between the ring finger and the pinky. All right, let's roll it out. Now take your hands in front of you. Your fingers pointed towards you. Now your hands might not go all the way down, but we're just gently stretching the forearms here and kind of leaning into it, not too hard. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. Take a few breaths here. Now you can shift your hands, fingers pointed a little further in, and your wrists just a little further out to change the position of the stretch. Keep your shoulders down. My shoulders tried to hike up there, trying to resist the stretch a little bit. Just leaning into it a little bit. Not forcing. If it's too much, just back up a little bit. Now move your fingers pointing a little further outward and the wrists a little bit turned in. Gently leaning in. Keeping your fingers spread wide. Release. Ooh, that's a deep stretch. Rolling your hands in one way and then the other way. Now make a fist with your right hand and put it straight out, taking your left hand around your right hand and just gently stretching down and towards you. You might feel that all the way up to your shoulder. Let's do the other side. Make a fist with your left hand, rolling your fist down, using your right hand to help you pull. All right, let's do some shoulder rolls just to kind of work that out a little bit. Feel it all the way up to your shoulders, I do. Maybe roll your shoulders the other way. Now let's take the right hand out, straight out again, and roll your fingers down towards the ground. Take your left hand, gently pulling your pinky down and then a little bit back. Be gentle here. Keeping the rest of your fingers spread wide. Moving to the ring finger, pulling down a little bit and back. Middle finger, pulling down a little bit and back. Index finger, pulling down a little bit and back. It can be a challenge to keep the other fingers spread wide, but just keep trying. Now take a hold of your thumb, and you're going to pull your thumb towards your forearm. It's a different feeling, this stretch. Shake that out. Let's move to the left hand. Stretching your hand out, rotate your fingers down, and take your right hand to your left pinky, pulling down gently and back. Moving to the ring finger, pulling down gently and back. Middle finger, pulling down and back. Index finger, pulling down and back. And taking a hold of your thumb, wrap your fingers around and gently pulling your thumb towards your forearm, keeping the rest of your fingers spread wide. And roll it out. Beautiful. Shake it out. Now, wrap your fingers around your thumbs and spread your arms out wide so that your fingers are at the front, towards the front of your mat. And you're just going to gently tilt your hands down as if you're pouring from a pitcher. You should feel the stretch on the thumb side of your forearm. It can be a little bit intense. Mine feels more intense on the right. I'm right-handed. And release. You can roll your hands. Now stretch your arms straight out with your palms facing down. Make a fist with each hand and roll your fists down. You should feel that in the top of your forearm. And release. Now let's make our way to tabletop. We're going to rotate our hands so that our fingers are pointing towards us. If that's too intense, you can point your fingers outwards. So both hands. Now if this is enough stretch for you, you can stay right here. If you need a little bit more stretch, you can lean back gently. Remember to keep breathing. Keeping your fingers spread wide. And release. You can sit back on your heels to give your arms a break. Roll it out. Now let's work on the top of the forearms. Coming back to tabletop, you can place the top of your hand on the floor on your mat If this is too intense, you can point your fingers inward. Otherwise, point your fingers towards you with both hands. This one's a little more awkward. And you can just bend your elbows slightly and just lean back into it. And keep breathing. Releasing, come back to tabletop. You can sit back on your heels. Shake it out. You can make your way back to a comfortable seat if you'd like. Roll your wrists, flaring your fingers. Roll the other way. Shake it out. Side to side, up and down. Place your hands on your knees. Feel the difference in how you feel now versus how you felt before this video. I hope it's helped you, bring you some relief. It's helped me, I know that. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I really appreciate you joining me today. I look forward to sharing more yoga with you. Help relieve any pain, anxiety, stress. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.